Welcome back, Watchmen. Let's analyze. The momentum of the previous watch has carried us into a new theater of war. Beyond the standard supply zones, the ledger now incorporates the cultural assets of distant lands. Tokenizing K-pop is no longer a theory. It is the newest weapon in the vault. The pre-dawn session opened at the 63-cent floor with upward momentum, though an early advance was repelled at the 65.5-cent mark as the first light broke. Price retreated to find footing at 63 cents shortly thereafter, remaining flat near the 64-cent boundary for several hours. As the morning sun climbed, the heralds announced a return to the Mar-a-Lago convocation, sparking a renewed surge from the 64-cent level that was eventually checked at 67. The main bell rang with price just above 65 cents, drifting lower until the first defensive bounce at the 64-cent defenses occurred during the morning's opening maneuvers. A mid-morning rally was struck down at 67 cents, forcing a retreat back to the 64-cent floor before the noon hour. The afternoon was then defined by a siege of the 70-cent gate, with the first rejection at midday and a second as the closing bell approached, separated only by a brief period of rest. The session concluded at 68 cents, marking a successful defense of the higher ground. The kingdom has expanded its reach through a partnership with Demora, intending to tokenize the intellectual property and revenue streams of the Korean entertainment sector. Simultaneously, the High Command has secured a second invitation to Mar-a-Lago to present the platform's capabilities to institutional stakeholders. These maneuvers signal an aggressive push to monetize global data assets through the enterprise AI stack. The supply zones are yielding, but the 70-cent gate remains barred. We have breached the walls. The inner keep itself has yet to fall. Now, let's move to the window so we can view the battlefield. Alright, now, looking at the daily, you can see the second nice green candle in a row. That little gap up to get this green candle. But we are through both of these supply zones now. And there's no more technical resistance. We have the 50 right here, and the 20s right above our heads. This is really the only technical resistance we have, all the way up to $1. And I think the 20 is not going to give us much of a problem. So we might have to fight here at 71 cents to get past this 50-day. But other than that, it's really an open field all the way to $1. Now let's dive a little deeper to the hourly. We can see this. We can go ahead and get rid of this forecast arrow from yesterday. Y'all see we got pretty much spot on. We had a retest of the supply, and then we retested this other supply and went sideways after that. Let's get that out of here. Yeah, looking at the hourly, we can see that we did get a close above that midway point. We broke this supply zone right here. We didn't really have a clean area to mark any new demand here, but we'll get to that as soon as we see something pop up. Let's see, we closed right underneath this 20, so I mean we're right here at it, and we climb back to it in the after hours. It's not it's looking pretty good if we can keep this upward momentum. Let's go ahead and dive a little deeper and honor the candle of the day. It is going to be, today's winner is this first one that bounced out from 64. You, sir, are the winner of the day. Congratulations to you. Keeping us out of the depths and sending us back into the sky where we belong. Good job. Alright, now let's get to the forecast. We'll zoom out to the hourly, and after a couple of green days like this, if momentum keeps up, we are likely to see another green day. I expect that we will bounce our heads on this EMA but then do something similar today where we fight up through it and then move a little sideways to close. Now, could get a sell-off from people taking profits. We got two nice little green candles. We could come down here and do some of this. Go back to the back to the low 60s with the macro environment accelerating the way that it is. I'm not too hopeful for momentum to continue, but if it does, we should see something like this. Now, we can venture forth to the foreign lands. We can check on our old trades and look at one new one. We got some sideways action on the PMNT, so we're still holding that with the stop adjusted to break even, and we're going to see what happens tomorrow with that. Bullfrog AI, the entry didn't quite get hit, and momentum didn't carry forward the way I would like to see it. So we can keep our eyes on this, but I would close this order right here. I'm not going to take this trade right here. We're going to see exactly what happens tomorrow, and then maybe if nothing happens, we can drop it off the watch list. Today we're going to feature Axe Compute AGPU. We have an entry for that. It is going to be on the 15. See, we crossed over the 20 and the 50-day MAs today during price action, and didn't really get a full pullback yet. So let's see this. We can mark this zone right here. There's one red candle here in the midst of all this green. This is going to be our launch pad. So we'll come here and set a long position right above and below. We'll say at 305 and at 245. Just get some nice round numbers in there. And then profit target's going to be up here. So we got 3 to 1. So with this, we'll just put 1 here and 1 here. Alright, so this will be our first profit target at 356 and our second one at 420. These will be 33% trims. Take a third off here and a third off here and leave the last third to run. And we will see what happens with this one tomorrow. And with that, we can close out the session. Remember to smash that like button, ring the closing bell, subscribe, keep coming back, check out our tickers in the foreign lands, check out the progress on DVLT. You can, we have a free Discord, Investors Lounge Discord in the description below. Drop me what other tickers you're looking at in the comments section. We'll talk about them, get them on the screen, see what they look like. Until the end of all things, the Night Watch stands forever.